Greetings, fans. This is Blue Goblin with a special video. Just going to cover a few little things here. And the first thing I want to address is what everybody's been asking me about, and that's the August solicits for Amazing Spider-Man, which features the return of Mary Jane Watson. And so I looked them up, and the first one says it was Amazing Spider-Man number 601. It's written by Mark Waid, and then that just those words alone should be really nicely done. It's written by Mark Waid, penciled by Mario Alberti. He did the artwork for the X-Men and Spider-Man miniseries that was written by Christos Gage. So this should be good. It says, in this issue, Red-Headed Stranger begins just after the surprising events of Amazing Spider-Man 600, with Pete's love life taking a turn for the worse just as his old flame Mary Jane returns to New York City. And it says, finally! Sheesh, what took us so long? Doesn't really seem like, it's going to be a Mark Waid story, and the artwork's going to be by Mario Alberti, but that's pretty much about it. That's pretty much all I think about it. It's just going to be done by a great writer and a great artist. And part 2 is going to be done by Fred Van Lente with art by Barry Kitson. And it says, the Chameleon returns with a terrifying new mission that has Mayor J. Jonah Jameson squarely in his sights. Meanwhile, the anti-Spider Squad narrows its dragnet around the wall. Crawler and Peter Parker gets a brand new job. Will it bring him closer to the newly returned Mary Jane, or push her farther away? First of all, I gotta say is I love the covers of these books. Look up the August solicits of Amazing Spider-Man, and I think you'll like them. The Chameleon's returning. My expectations for a serious story are starting to dwindle. And part 3 is going to be in issue 603. Same team, Fred Van Lente and Barry Kitson. It says, the Chameleon is poised to unleash unspeakable horror on New York City, and Spider-Man is nowhere to be found. So the only person who can stop him is Mary Jane Watson? I swear that's how it's typed. Yeah, after reading these solicits, I gotta be honest, and Mary Jane lovers, please don't throw anything at me, because I've got to say my expectations for a highly dramatic, serious story are not that good. I'm sorry. I'm kind of expecting this to be a purely comedic storyline. And that's about it, because the last time I saw the Chameleon and Mary Jane Watson in the same comic book, she beat the crap out of him, which was hilarious. And the reaction from Spider-Man when he saw it was just priceless. He was like, Mary Jane! He busts open to save his wife from the Chameleon. He goes, Mary Jane? And then he sees that MJ beat the shit out of him with a ball bat. Just hilarious. So I kind of see it as being a pure comedy storyline, and that's pretty much about it. Wouldn't mind seeing MJ in the Spider-Man books again, but honestly, don't really see it going anywhere. Now, next thing I want to discuss is my Green Lantern rings. I have filmed a video on how to make these. The video tutorial that I made shows how to make the red ring. And I'll get that posted as soon as I can. But one thing I wanted to show you is that lantern rings aren't the only thing I've been making. Aren't the only things I've been making out of cardboard. So if this camera will reach, and if it'll show us pretty good, okay. And it's caught on my desk here. Okay. See if you can see these really well. These are my cardboard championship belts from pro wrestling, and I chose to do the 2 championships that I respect the most. The microphone cord over here. The traditional World Heavyweight Championship belt that I like to remember most from WCW. And my absolute favorite championship, the one I respect more than any of them, the NWA Heavyweight Championship. Made out of cardboard, gold spray paint, and gold glitter. It took me about a week to make. A lot of glue, a lot of tape, a lot of paint, and a lot of patience. Not really that heavy, but they're good for wrestling marks. They're 2 of my favorite championships, and I make it no secret that I can't stand this John Cena spinner belt crap that Randy Orton's holding right now, and kind of And kind of let down that the WWE decided to release Mr. Kennedy. Okay. Let's see. That's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this video. So, and I got a special guest with me to help close this video out. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
As the midnight moon was drifting through the lazy sway of the tree, I saw the look in your eye, looking into the night, not seeing what they wanted to see. Well, darling, don't say a word, I've already heard what your body's saying to mine. You're tired of fast moves, you got a soul groove on your mind. You want a man with a slow hand, you want a lover with an easy touch, you want somebody who will spend some time, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe me, I understand. When it comes to love, you want a slow hand. Shattered ground with no one around, and a blanket of stars in our eyes. Hey, we're drifting free like two lost leaves on the crazy wind of the night. Well, darling, don't say a word, I've already heard what your body's saying to mine. If you want all night, you know it's alright. I got time. You got a man with a slow hand, you got a love with an easy touch, you got somebody who will spend some time, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe me, I understand. When it comes to love, you want a slow hand, you want a lover with an easy touch, you want somebody who will spend some time with you, baby, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe me, I understand. When it comes to love, you want a slow